I don't think anyone is born naturally successful. No matter who you are, everyone has to work hard in their own right. So I decided to follow the path of two high school seniors and see what's really motivating them through their path of success.
Ever since I was little, my family had really high expectations of me. Being an older child, I was the one to set the bars for my siblings. And I feel like those expectations just sort of like made its way onto me, so now they're my expectations and my standards are really high too. So I always try to do my best and get the best grades, be amazing at school, just so I don't disappoint myself.
She really has high expectations for herself, and she works hard even though she doesn't always do her homework.
Contrary to what most people would think, I don't really study as much. So I really just study like a day before the test, and I don't tend to do homework as much. So I do have a lot of time for enjoyment. I read books, I draw, I do art, and mostly I go out with my friends a lot.
Hi, I'm Jenny and I'm a grade 12 student at Mac. So I thought a lot about my hobbies and I thought about turning them into a career that I could pursue. I definitely question my career path a lot. I definitely go back and forth between being a baker and being an illustrator, since they're just two things that I really enjoy doing.
Jenny puts in a lot of effort when it's something that she really enjoys doing, like baking or art. Sometimes she bakes for us, and when she does, she always goes above and beyond. But when she has a test, she might prioritize things like baking over the test.
I guess I just put pressure on myself for the things I actually put a lot of time and effort to. So like baking and art, I would put a lot of pressure on myself for that. And I definitely set higher standards for myself. When I was younger, I wanted to be a baker, but then as I got older, I started thinking about art, and I guess that just changed my career path, so I'd rather be an illustrator.
So right now, my plans for the future are I just want to go into business. So my dad was always a business person, so he sort of wanted me to go into it, but I never thought about it till like this year. And I think it is the right choice because honestly, I value the money I make, and all the business is really competitive. It's a better idea for me to go into than like sciences, I'd say, which I was planning to go into first. So because the universities I'm trying to go into and the programs are really competitive, I feel like that motivates me to do even better because I need my marks and my extracurriculars and like all that to get into the programs I want to get into. And my plans for the future, I would say, is not just to be in business, but to make a very responsible, ethical, sustainable business model.
Do you tend to procrastinate a lot?
In terms of procrastination, everyone procrastinates, and I'm not an exception. But my thing is I do procrastinate, but I have a limit to like stop working. So if I make my mind up to finish studying for a test by 10, I will finish studying by 10. And if I'm not done studying, I'm just gonna go with it. So I think that really like makes a difference because I don't pull all-nighters to finish an assignment or finish studying. I make it my goal to finish it at a normal time for me because I value my sleep a lot.
Do you tend to procrastinate a lot?
Procrastinate? I like procrastinate on a healthy level, a reasonable amount.
Two hours later. One eternity later.
What advice would you give others in order to be motivated?
Well, procrastination is definitely a big enemy for everyone, and I would say don't procrastinate too much. Like, everyone obviously procrastinates, but just don't do it to the point where you're getting like nothing done, because you still need grades to like go to university.
So to be more productive and motivated, my advice would be to begin with the end in mind. So if you have a goal for like what you want to achieve and you like keep track of what you're doing, it's easier to get to that goal. So just have your mindset into what you want to achieve and you'll reach there if you try.